That's some of that Dragon Ball fusion shit going on right there. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is a collaborative project from Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz called Colagrove. And I gotta say, man, I like this one a lot more than what I was expecting. But first I'm gonna talk about a couple of tracks on here that you've probably heard already. The Mike Will Made It and Zaytoven produced track MF'n Right, as well as the song Not Invited, are from his Felt Like Cappin' mixtape. And then there's that song Watch Out, which has produced a bunch of memes, and it's just a minimalistic, bassy, and piano banger, which was on his Trapavelli mixtape. So out of these 3 songs, I like Not Invited the best, because it's just a wavy banger where 2 Chainz is bragging about all his exotic hoes and materialistic goods. And I wasn't too big on the other tracks either, but that Watch Out Little Bit was kind of funny because, like I said, it produced some memes and a lot of people have been using that in their vines and shit like that. So it was kind of cool for what it is. But the first track on here, Dedication, really set things off right, man. This is one of my favorite tracks on the whole project, and it kind of surprised me. It has 2 Chainz just going in about how he met Lil Wayne, how they built a relationship over the years, and a lot of other stuff like that. So this was a pretty deep track, and I found it very interesting because there's a lot of history being dropped here, and you're kind of getting to understand how Chainz came in the game. And I thought it was funny how Wayne told him that you can make millions by rapping about pussy, because if anyone knows about rapping about pussy, it's Lil Wayne. And right after that track, we get the song Smell Like Money, where Wayne kicks it off with some acapella bars before the triumphant production kicks in. And I really like this one because the beat has a bit of a classic Wayne feel to it, and Wayne is not covered in auto-tune on this track, which is always a plus for me. Although he does still come with some of those Wayneisms, like when he says that niggas is assholes, or enemas, and he's finna get anal. Alright. And of course, 2 Chainz comes through with some funny bars and lines on this song as well. Like when he says that he's Trill Cosby because he might spike his own beverage, and the only thing he fears is God and marriage. So there's a lot of clever and humorous lines all over this album, and that's kind of what you expect from these two because they're known to be pretty hilarious with it at times. But when this album gets bad, it does get pretty bad. Like the song Gutta Lotta, where Lil Wayne is auto-tune crooning and scatting on the track. And Blue C Note has a very dull beat going on here, and it has Wayne crooning and 2 Chainz rapping about who they did it for and everything they have. So I didn't really like these 2 tracks too much, although I did like that line on Blue C Notes when Lil Wayne spit that he keeps on switching wifeys, so you gotta Uncle Phil him. I just thought that was actually kind of a dope line. But like I always say whenever I review anything Lil Wayne related, I do not mind auto-tune once in a while, but the way Lil Wayne uses it is just awful to me, man. He just pours it on so thick that it just becomes scattered and more of a distraction than anything else. And I don't think he needs auto-tune in the first place because he has a very unique voice and style, as we've heard over the years, so I just can't stand when he ruins these dope verses with auto-tune. Like the song What Happened, for example, where him and 2 Chainz are spitting about girls who keep coming back to them even though they're trying to say that they're leaving them. He just drops this dope verse and then is covered in auto-tune, just slathered all over like barbecue sauce on ribs, and it really kind of ruins the track for me, which is too bad because the beat on this is actually pretty dope. But when Wayne isn't overusing auto-tune, he really shines. Like on the song Bounce, where he and 2 Chainz are just going back and forth, verse after verse after verse, over this pulsating synth production. And this is just kind of a bar fest, really, where you're going to get some more humorous lines, like when 2 Chainz says that he'll eat your girl out, and then kiss your baby, and then fuck your girl while blasting Pastor Troy. Which is some pretty rude shit. And then on the song Section, they just go bar for bar again. Well, they just drop some really nice verses, I should say, over some London on the track production. So I really like that track a lot, even though the beat was just kind of, you know, I like London on the track's production, but this one just sounds like pretty much everything else he made. It's good, but there's not really anything crazy or unique about it. And overall, I think this album is pretty good, man. I still give it a 3 out of 5, because for what it is, I mean, you can't really hate on it too much. It's Lil Wayne's and 2 Chainz coming together to make some fun music with some great beats, some auto-crooning on there, and you know what type of bars you're going to get from these two, because that's just what they do. And I also got to mention the song Rolls Royce Weather Every Day, because that beat, whew, it is just absolute fire. And even though the content does get a bit redundant on that song and throughout this album, because most of it just has to do with money, drugs, girls, etc., etc., it's a fun album and the beats are pretty nice. So like I said, a 3 out of 5 seems fair to me, and it's worth checking out. Even if you only like these two once in a while, or if you're not a big fan of them, I think you'll still find a couple tracks on here that you like. But if you're a huge fan of 2 Chainz and Wayne, then obviously you're going to be very happy with this one. But that's just what I thought about it. You guys can hit me up in the comments section to let me know what you think, and make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.